had to come up for air sometime.
That was very intense.
It was nice.
I checked in on Sam. Slept through it all. I was afraid I was making too much noise for him.
When you're 4, you can sleep through anything.
That is true. You remember that song?
Of course I remember that song. How many women can say they had a song written for them by the immortal Jake Legend? I remember it was when we first got with each other. You played the song and swept me off my feet. I felt that way again tonight. It's been a while, and it's nice to feel that way again. Thanks, Jake.
For what?
For going to marriage counseling with me.
No, I don't go with you. We go together, Emmy.
I feel like Madeline has helped us so much. She's been helping us get better at listening to each other. And when you would go away on tour, I would get so nuts with jealousy. I feel like all that's in the past. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I do.
I feel like we could maybe not go to counseling anymore. Do you feel the same?
We just need to be honest, and listen to each other. Yes, I think we're to that point.
Being honest is something we hadn't done in a very long time.
That is so true.
I feel like we're at a point where we can be open and truthful and not jump to anger and actually listen to each other.
Yeah, well...
Don't you agree?
Yes, but...
I love you, Jake.
Yeah, this is hard. But I should be honest. Well, I guess I should just tell you.
Tell me what?
If we are going to be open and honest with one another, I should be truthful, even about stuff of the past, right?
I think that is what Madeline wants us to do.
Then I guess I should just come right out and tell you.
Just say it, Jake. Tell me what?
I didn't really write that song for you.
My song? You didn't write my song for me.
No, Emmy, you need to understand. It was the first time we were together, and I really, really wanted to seduce you in the worst way. And I'm sitting down at the piano and playing the song, and you asked me what it was. So I lied. I said I had written it for you, and I thought it might help me get you in bed, and it did.
My song is not my song.
But it is your song now. But if we're going to be honest with one another, I thought I should tell you the truth.
But that was my song. How could you not have told me? All of this time and you never bothered to tell me.
I know it was wrong. I'm sorry. But it's best that I'm finally honest now, isn't it? Isn't that what Madeline wants us to do?
Yes, you're right. You're right. But that was my song, Jake. It was special, really special to have.
Look at it this way. I seduced you, and we got together, and we've been married for 5 years. We have a beautiful 4-year-old son. Something great came from all of it.
You're right. I guess I should be honest myself and tell you.
Tell me what?
About Oscar.
What about Oscar?
I should be honest and tell you about him.
What do you mean, him?
Oscar was my lover before I met you.
You're telling me that the pet name you use for my cock is the name of the guy you were screwing before you met me?
Well, it all happened rather innocently.
What could be innocent about calling my pecker by the name of your previous lover?
Now, don't get angry.
Don't get angry.
Don't you remember we were pretty drunk when we got together for that first time? And we were making love, and when I first saw your erection, I accidentally blurted out, "Oh my, Oscar, look at you." You asked me what I was saying, and I just quickly covered by saying I was referring to your penis as Oscar. I think I mumbled something like it was a little golden statuette. Well, after that, it was you just kept referring to it as Oscar, saying things like Oscar wants attention and Oscar's feeling lonely tonight and Emmy's gonna get the Oscar tonight. I couldn't stop you. You just kept going on and on about Oscar this and Oscar that.
And every time I was saying the name of your lover before me.
Yes.
It's like so wrong in so many ways.
It just happened, Jake, but look at it this way. We spent that night together and every night after, and we've been married for 5 years and have a beautiful son together. It really worked out for the best, didn't it?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, really, what's in a name? Rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
Well, it doesn't really smell that sweet.
You know what I'm saying. Blake was her name.
Whose name?
The girl I wrote that song for.
You not only didn't write the song for me, but you wrote it for another girlfriend?
She wasn't a girlfriend.
You wrote a song for a girl that wasn't even your girlfriend.
She was just this groupie who would ride on the bus with us when we were on tour, before I knew you. And she would go from one guy to the next, giving us head.
You wrote the song for a whore.
Well, she wasn't a whore. We never paid her. She just wanted to blow any guy that had the slightest chance of becoming a famous rock and roller.
Oh, great. The song I thought you wrote for me wasn't written for a whore, but a giant slut instead. That is so much better. I'm supposed to trust you whenever you are on tour and you're dragging along the world's greatest slut.
Well, that was back then, Emmy. It's not like that now.
You don't have any sluts riding around with you now?
Well, there are groupies, but I don't have anything to do with them.
Like I'm supposed to believe that.
Yes, you're supposed to believe that. But what about you? Yeah, I'm supposed to believe you're living the life of a nun while I'm gone. I'm sure there are guys lined up for the chance to be with the great Emmy B. Sweet. You think I don't read the tabloids?
You know the tabloids are full of shit.
Do I?
You know damn well they are.
Well, maybe sometimes they hit upon some truth.
Well, then I better be perfectly honest and tell you about Sam before the tabloids spill the beans.
Tell me about Sam. Oh no. Oh no, you sick! You're telling me that Sam isn't my son?
Jake.
Do you know who the real father is?
Jake.
Or has there been such a long procession of guys you screwed when I'm out of town that you don't even know for
Jake,
sure?
listen.
Well, isn't this great? You've ruined our lives, you hateful!
Damn it, Jake, listen! You're Sam's father.
I am.
Of course you are. I was going to say that I know you have this rule about refined sugar, but when you're out of town, I let Sam have candy. That's what I was going to say. Candy.
Candy?
Yes, candy. And you go off on this weird paranoia trip thinking you're not Sam's father? Is that all you think of me?
Well, candy's not good either. So all this time, when Sam kept asking if I was going out on tour, it wasn't because he was going to miss me. No, instead, he wanted me to leave so he could have candy. Something is really wrong.
I don't know, Jake. Maybe we're not meant to be together.
No, that's not it. Maybe we're just doing it wrong.
Doing what wrong?
What Madeline asked us to do. If we were doing it right, we wouldn't feel this bad, right?
Right. Definitely right. We must be doing it wrong, that's all.
I'll go leave a message for her. Maybe we could get an appointment to see her tomorrow.
Yes. Yes. We're just doing it all wrong. That's all.